Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour, and I'm here with Ace and Mistress Miriam. We just played you a track called Let Him Be Blues by Carole Fredericks from Springfield. Right before Carole Fredericks, we heard Taj Mahal's Leaving Trunk. Taj, of course, grew up in Springfield, Massachusetts, and went to Stockbridge School of Agriculture at UMass. And is just a world-renowned treasure in the blues world and in the music world in general. And we started that set with Lori Burton, who I did not realize, but is from New Haven. Track called "Get Over You." Lori's written a bunch of songs in her career. She's been around for a while, including I didn't realize she'd written "Ain't Gonna Eat Out My Heart Anymore," which was a big hit by the Rascals. It was really, I think, the first single that I ever heard on the radio back in the mid '60s.
Really? That's cool.
All before Good Lovin', and that was very cool. And I didn't know she'd written the Royal Guardsmen's "Baby Let's Wait," which is that power ballad that kind of followed up their Snoopy versus the Red Baron songs that were such radio hits.
I'm not surprised because she did record solo, and obviously this is her recording solo, and this woman's got a big voice, and it does
powerhouse voice, powerhouse arrangement.
It's from 1967. It does have a 60s vibe to it, but man, can this woman wail? And so I'm not surprised that she could. She wrote songs in that style, but she's very interesting a lady. And I knew very little bit about her, and she's fascinating. I feel educated.
Stuff for a lot of big names. So, and on her own, she's such a powerhouse. So,
oh my God, I love her.
I'm so impressed that you found that song, that particular track, "Get Over You."
Can I tell you, the fact that you are impressed by anything that I've done on the radio just makes me feel amazing, because you're like the king of the radio. And I was saying, oh God, I'm on the radio with David Sokol, and he's like Mr. Radio, and I want to impress him. So yay!
Well, you succeeded mightily, Miriam. That was awesome.
Thank you. Oh my God, that made my day. I'm so happy.
Right.
Taj Mahal. We all know him.
Of course.
Everybody knows Taj Mahal. And he's a local treasure. An international sensation. Leaving Trunk, just a great track. One of his most popular recordings as well.
The first magazine article feature article I ever wrote was on Taj Mahal when he was living in Hawaii back in 1992. And he was the most genuinely kind. This was for UMass Alumni Magazine. He was the most genuinely kind, generous guy I think I'd ever spoken with. He just was such a font of knowledge. And what an amazing performer, songwriter, and just interpreter of great music.
You love to see it. You love to see it. That's
totally
great. And then, of course, Carole Fredericks.
I love Carole Fredericks, and I always love to hear her played on the radio.
Right, you brought her in last time, and I'd never heard of her before. And of course, she absolutely slaps. And this track is very, very hard blues. This is fun.
It's hard blues, and what I love about this is she went to France, and prior to doing this album, she's from Springfield, and basically did a lot of French pop, which, by the way, you should listen to because it's fantastic. But this is a gospel album, and it's entitled Springfield, after her hometown. But I love this track because it is a blues track that, clearly you get gospel-y in it as well. I think it's an unusual track if you listen to this album.
And she and Taj have a connection, right?
They do. Okay, this is the big, who knows what their connection is?
I don't know, but I'm very curious now. Because
there has to be a clue.
Is there a collab there?
There has to be a clue, because Fredericks, I think, is Taj's real last name.
That's right. They're siblings.
Of course. It's all been leading up to this.
It's all been. I
Absolutely got me with the Chekhov's gun.
I, I am told that there is a recording out there with them singing together. I have not found it. So somebody out
I'd
there
love to hear that.
can find this or has this and wants to, call it into the station, or I'd be very excited to hear it personally.
Yeah, send it our way. That sounds interesting. That's really cool. And of course, Carole Fredericks on her own just absolutely tears it up.
Yeah. If you're ever doing a trivia contest and someone asks you who Henry St. Clair Fredericks is, it is Taj Mahal.
Cool. This is a very educational program. Really, if you're into trivia,
learn a lot of interesting stuff.
Trivia, but not trivial. And it makes sense once again, when we talk about the siblings, that the talent runs in the blood, and they both have big voices. And I love that kind of voice. It blows me away. I want to sing like that. Yeah.
Well, thank you for visiting with us today at the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. We hope you enjoyed some great original music from West New England artists. I'm Ace Hausler, joined this week by Mistress Miriam and David Sokol. Thank you both. Thank you, Miriam, for bringing in such an incredible set.
Thank you. I'm so pleased.
Thank you, Ace, for putting it all together.
Ace, the best. David, thank you for being here and being the best.
My pleasure.
The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, which is a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative, local musicians who write original music, and to promote the extended West New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances. If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it, and like the New Music Alliance on Facebook. Have you heard some great original music from a local artist from Western Massachusetts, Central Connecticut, or Southern Vermont and would like to hear it played on the show? Or are you a local West New England musician who would like to have your original music considered to be on our show? If yes, send your recommendations with links if possible to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. We'll do our best to get as many as we can on the air. Join us next week with our DJ crew of Mistress Miriam, Mark Ramone, and Mark Sherry for some more great tunes from exciting local artists. Please remember to stay safe, wear your masks, social distance if you're able to do so, and spread only the love. And as we always say, until next week, keep on rocking. Let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African House.